Hello friends, this is Sayukta again, and today we'll be learning another Zentangle original pattern, and the name of this pattern is Triple A. Right, the name as the name suggests, Triple A is kind of a three-sided polygon looking tangle. So how does it start? The tangle starts with a three-sided shape, which you can call to be a triangle or a triangular shape, right? And then we just dwell on this triangular shape by again adding one more triangular shape like this, right? The important point is I have picked up one of the sides of this triangular shape, closely aura'd that line or side, and then drawn another triangular shape or triangle, whatever you wish to call. Again I have done the same exercise, picked up this side, closely aura'd that side, and then drawn another triangular or three-sided shape, right? That is how you dwell or grow your Triple A, right? Again picking up this side and drawing another triangular shape or three-sided shape, again closely aura'ing this side and drawing another triangular or three-sided shape. Triple A means three-sided polygon, right? So this is how we dwell upon our Triple A. Starting from one three-sided shape, you can see here I have almost completed a flower, right? Now what? Now again pick up one more. These two sides are already occupied. So this side, again aura the side closely and draw another triangular shape, right? Now the way I learned Triple A is I am now working. This is one flower that I completed. I am now working on this flower, right? I am now working on this flower. So again picking up this side, closely aura'ing this side and adding another triangle. Again closely aura'ing one side, adding another triangular shape or a three-sided shape. Again closely aura'ing one side and adding another triangular shape. So now we have two flowers, right? So what is important here is not the shape of the triangle. You're not looking at an equilateral triangle here. What is important is not the size of the triangular shape, that all the sizes should be equal, right? What is important is to aura the side with which you are starting closely, right? So now what I am going to do is work on this flower, right? I am going to complete this flower now. So again the same exercise, draw a close aura and then a three-sided shape, a close aura and then again a three-sided shape, a close aura and then again a three-sided shape, right? So this is how we draw the triangle or the pattern Triple A. So is it that they have to be completed triangles and they have to look like this? No. Depends on the space that you are filling up. For example, if this is the space that is available to you, right, then start somewhere from the center or as per your convenience, and then just start dwelling on it, right? So what is important again to reiterate is the close aura, right? Pick up any side and then aura it as closely as possible. Then again picking up this side, right? Now you can complete the three-sided shape here, so I am going to complete it. Where you can't, you have to leave it, right? So again you can see here I am not bothering much about the shape of the triangle or the three-sided shape. right, or the size. I'm just going with whatever space I have. Again, right, so just going with whatever space I have here, like this, again like this, right. So you can see I'm just filling up the space that I have here, right. So this is how you will go about. You can fill up any space you want. So if you wish, you can take it like I am completing each flower, right. So if that is more convenient to you for understanding, so I am completing each flower like this, right. So again, do I need to ensure that there are equal number of petals or these triangular shape in each flower? No, please, those are not the criteria for Tripoli. Yeah, or Tripoli. What is important again is the manner in which we are auraing the consecutive triangular shapes, right. We would also introduce two concepts, the concept of reticula and fragments. These are advanced Zentangle concepts, but it will be nice to introduce these concepts here, because when you draw Tripoli in such a fashion, for example, I am going to complete this grid also, this flower, right. You can just go on and on and on. For example, I'll just complete this one also. So till now we have studied grids like square grids, right. We can also have grids like create a spiral and then have sections in that spiral to have a grid, right. So we can have grids like this. We can also have random grids like these. So we generally use the term grid when we create these kind of spaces and then fill up these sections that are created with different or the same patterns, right. A square grid, a spiral grid, this kind of a grid, any kind of grid, right. So Tripoli in itself also looks like a grid, right. And in Zentangle terminology, this kind of thing or a grid basically is called a reticula, right. And the pattern which we use, or a part of a pattern or something inspired from a pattern that we use to fill up the grid, are called fragments, right. So you can fill up these leaf like shapes or these petal like shapes anyways, right, or you can leave it empty. For example, if you want to shade this, you can either add some graphite here, right, and just blend it, and the flowers pop up, right, look like flowers. So this is simple shading for Tripoli or Tripoli. Or you can add graphite at the three corners of triangle or triangular shapes, just blend it, right. There are various ways to shade it. There are no standard rules for shading, right. Again, add some at the corners and then just shade it, right. Or what you can do is shade on one side, right, like this. Just highlight one side and keep the other side like that. So there are various ways in which you can shade Tripoli. Now if you want to add a fragment or a tangle or a part of a tangle within a Tripoli, which is called a fragment, then how does my Tripoli look? For example, I do something like this inside my Tripoli, right. So if I add these small crescent moon kind of shapes, inside all my triplies, I will form another pattern when taken my triply as a whole, and such patterns are called meta patterns. Yeah, when 2 or 3 patterns combine together, they are arranged in such a way that they look a pattern in itself. It is called meta pattern, right? So can you see here, if you add some corners like crescent moons to the triplies, then they seem to be forming one more pattern, as if this is a different pattern. If I join these by lines, can you see how they look? Yes, they look so different, right? So again, you can do it in a number of ways. I'll do something like this. Again, what I am doing, so you can see here, I am filling up these in a different way, just adding a curve on 2 sides, right? Something like a curve on 2 sides of the triply, right? Can you see here how beautiful it is looking? So this is again what I have done inside is a fragment and used triply as a reticula and then created a meta pattern, right? So again, to give you one more example, just adding some half moon shape here on 2 sides. You can do n number of fragments. There are no limits. With the number of patterns that we have learned till now, you can create so many variations, right? So just explore. That's the only thing you need to do. Explore. Yeah, just play around with the patterns that you have learned and try to fill it in your triply, right? I'm just showing you how you can use fragments and again just added half moon kind of shapes on 2 sides. You can add it on the 3rd side also and see how your triply looks, right? So there are so many ways. For example, a simple triangle, add 3 curves and add a circle inside, fill up the rest of the space. That's again a fragment, right? Again, your triangular shape, just create something like this. Again, a fragment, and when you shade it, it will look amazing. So triply is one such pattern. The another pattern that I always mention is Bales, which provides you space. It is a grid and it also provides you space in between to play around. So you end up creating meta patterns when you use the Bales grid as a reticula and the sections created by Bales, and you fill up the sections with fragments, right? So just wanted to introduce the concept of reticula and fragments here. So this is the pattern triply, and by now I think you understand how to draw triply. So just a quick reiteration of what is important. The shape is not important. Yes, it has to be a 3-sided shape, but it is not supposed to be a perfect equilateral triangle. Again, the size can vary. You need not have all the triangles or triangular shape of the same size. What is important is pick up one side and aura it as closely as possible and then complete your flower. Again, pick up next one triangle. These 2 sides are occupied, so I have picked up this side, auraed it closely and then completed my triangle. Again, next triangle, again next triangle, and then the next triangle, and just go on and on and on, right? So in our next session we will learn how to draw a tile using our pattern triply. We'll draw a tile using triply, right? So till then, have a good time, stay safe, and we'll meet again in part 2 of this session.